Back to Buffalo Bills report tonight. We're going to talk about Liv's life goes off on a reactor because they commented on Kaylani's stuttering. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but please also comment on this video. Once again, Liv's life goes off on a reactor. The reactor was commenting on how bad Kaylani's stuttering is. It suddenly happened when they moved to LA, and she was expressing that Liv's life needs to get her professional help as soon as possible. Well, what does Liv do? She goes in to the reactor's chat and starts talking about how slow her children are. Instead of Liv not paying attention or not watching Reactor's videos, she always has something to say and is usually diabolical. But this isn't the first time she did it. She did it to Jasmine, talking about her children being SA, talked about Legend, talked about people's dead children. She has said some of the most diabolical things that a human being can actually say about another human being who has lost a loved one. But she thinks that everybody should show deference to her now that Kaylani has a stutter and we truly don't know what's going on with that baby, Melania, that she has right now. But this is who Liv is. She has about 4 or 5 different personalities. They come in and out, switch from day to day. And I really think that shit scares the kids because they don't know who their mother really is from hour to hour. You know, she did a video one day where she was trying to apologize, saying that she was going to change. The next day, she comes on with this attitude towards the reactors, towards her children, towards the world. And now she's saying that people's children are slow. But what do we expect from this demon? This is who she really is. She'll never change. And I just don't know why Stella even let this girl back in her house. Maybe she was scared that she might do something to those kids. We don't know why truly Gerard got custody of those kids, but I'm starting to get a clear picture. Yes, she didn't fulfill the obligations of taking a drug test, but I think she was doing some other abusive things within that house because Stella was not allowed to talk to those kids for a certain period of time. So whatever Liv was doing to the Webb kids, Stella was there. And Gerard could not believe that Stella would not intervene in for his children. But who's going to intervene with this woman? This woman is reckless with the mouth. This woman is extremely dangerous. This is why people would always say, why doesn't Nisha even comment, or why won't Nisha confront Olivia? Because you know why? Because she wanted Nisha to do that. She wanted to call the police on Nisha. She wanted Nisha to be arrested and put in jail so she possibly could get custody of the Webb children. So Nisha didn't play into her game, but who did play into her game? Jasmine Dukes. And Jasmine ended up going to jail. That's why you have to be careful with this Karen, this cop caller, because she will do that to you. Anytime that she feels threatened after coming on here thinking she's the gangster from LA, you see she ain't talking that gangster stuff now that she's back in LA, that the first thing she'll do is hurry up and pull out that cell phone and call the cops. She did it to Brandon 10 times. She did it to Gerard and damn near got Gerard assassinated on the expressway. This is how dangerous she truly is. And I'm glad that this reactor spoke up for herself and spoke up for her kids and gave Liv the business. And she's still giving her the business today because Liv deserves it. She's a very hateful person. And it's sad to say that it's not going to get better because this is who she is. This is the child that Stella raised. This is the environment in which AJ, Kaylani, and Ananya is being raised at. Thank God that Gerard is over there with his children because this is the type of human being that makes beasts. People, when you walk outside and you hear that somebody has done something, it might be one of her children. This is how dangerous Olivia Johnson is. And people will have to understand this. This reactor was commenting like the rest of us. Where did this stutter come from? Yes, it can be environmental. It could be something happening because she's the middle child. We know that could happen, but we don't know the dynamics that's going on in that house because we know what Olivia has done. She has brought a multitude of men around those children. Her stepfather, we don't know how she treats him, and we also don't know. We do know that Stella don't like the girl. She has proven that. We have watched and we have seen Stella try to talk to the girl. She wants nothing to do with it. The girl knows to stay in the room with Olivia. So it's something within the dynamic of that house that's not working. And it's time for Olivia, if she was a real mother, she would be trying to find her apartment, but she moved to California where nothing is cheap. A decent apartment is over $3,000, especially if you want to live by yourself, and you still got to pay those high utilities in California. So, what is Olivia going to do? Absolutely nothing. She wants to sit there, get a free ride, possibly save some money, possibly lose some weight. But her arguing with reactors instead of worried about her three toddlers under the age of 5, it's something she enjoys doing because she's an agent of chaos. She loves chaos in people's families, their lives, in their spirit. But this reactor wants all the smoke, and that's the difference. She's not scared of Olivia. She wants to put her foot on Olivia's neck. And she deserves it simply because she doesn't know when to keep her mouth shut and she's reckless with her mouth. Liv one day is going to get that ass weed, and she doesn't know where it's going to come from, but it's going to come from somebody, and she going to get it, and it's going to be on social media. I bet you. I would love to hear your comments in the comments section. I want to thank you for listening to Buffalo Bills Report. Hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.